Namaste, everybody. My name's Monique. Today we're here with Julie Ferris, and we're both co-creators of an upcoming book called A New Paradigm of Education Rising. It's part of the international best-selling series, A New Paradigm of Educators, where we gathered with 15 different teachers, educators, mentors, change makers, light workers, teenagers from around the world. And we discuss in this book, well, what is your vision for a new paradigm of education, and how can we support each other to co-create this space together? So, Julie, I'd love you to introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, Monique. It's really brilliant to be part of this co-creative group, creating a new paradigm of education rising. And it's something very, very close to my heart. I have a calling. I feel my calling is to support star children and parents or caregivers of star children. And this is very much a way of helping and supporting them to connect through the chapter that Karen and I have co-created.
Beautiful. Yes, I love your chapter. It's really igniting the soul. It takes us on a journey through the quantum. And it really, when I first read it, I was, it really took me on a journey of, well, where am I going in this portal of potential? Because your chapter's called The Portal of Potential. Maybe you wanted to explain it to everybody what it is, what I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, so the portal of potential is a range of places and spaces within a journey, a landscape of energy tools, of connection, and it's all about that connection, a family finding connection with their own souls and with each other. So that this chapter, our chapter, was channeled, and there's a perspective for three avatars or three souls going on their journey towards awakening and connection. So there's the mother, the elder, and the child, and they move through this portal of potential and access their own tools, reclaim their tools, their energy tools. They connect with their soul and with the souls of each other. And it's a very much a sovereign process, because you go where your soul calls you to go, and you access what your soul wants you to access at that particular time. So it's a very flowing journey. And in the portal of potential, there is a table of connection. So where the characters gather, sometimes a couple of them at a time, and then they move away on the next stage of their journey. And so this table of connection is the place where they can all gather when their souls are ready at the end as well. And it's like a bridge over to the new earth. So it's very much a supportive process, family members waiting for each other, and having that deep soul connection with each other. And when you have that deep soul connection with those souls that you've chosen to incarnate with your children, with other members of your family, perhaps, then you can co-create really wonderful things.
Yeah, so beautiful. I just had the experience of it being like a living workshop, because as you're reading it, it's becoming alive and you're following the characters through their journey. But there's also potential for you to take other pathways. And what I love is also the vision for this is that you could also later on create it into an experiential process for people. Did you have any information on that you wanted to share?
Yes, so it can be very much in the physical as well. So learning by doing, accessing, reclaiming your gifts and talents through an energy process, but also through, for example, designing your own avatar, or meditating, or designing your own meditations. So it's very much something that families can take part in together. And again, it's just can be as simple as asking your child, okay, do you want to draw me something like a suit of armor to help you, you know, protect yourself, or to help me, you know, protect myself in day-to-day life. And they can bring those energy tools in because they're very adept at the energy tools. So if you could just imagine a process where you're working like together as a family, downloading these tools, supporting each other, and star children being able to use these tools to help them in everyday life, for example, with boundary setting, or perhaps with helping to calm themselves down when the energies have become too much and too stressful in their environment. And I think that's very much, for me, it's very much a passion for the new paradigm of education, having a space where children can be themselves, can allow their souls to sing, and, you know, download things that can help them in, like, navigate the human existence, as well as being very grounded and rooted in nature. And that's so crucial. You know, being able to work with the soil, work with, you know, just Mama Gaia, really. So
beautiful. And when we first met a while ago and we were speaking around the vision of a new paradigm, I remember one of the aspects that you'd shared was these amazing cards that you've created for children. And I just had that download then of that being something supportive to share now, because that's actually like a physical tool that you've used to help other children. Did you want to share about that one?
Well, yes. So the avatar and new cards, so they're a communication tool. So it's a quantum tool, channeled by Karen and myself, given to us by Star Children. This is what we need. You know, these are energy cards. So these children can play with the cards and access certain energies to be able to show their parents or caregivers what they need, or the energies that they're trying to access at the time to support them, or healing as well for their loved ones. And they don't have to explain, and, you know, it's not a process you have to explain why you've chosen a card. There's a guidebook, and parents and caregivers can look up the cards, but it's very much a non-verbal way of communicating through energy, accessing energy. And this can lead on to children designing their own cards for their own family as a co-creative process with the whole family. So it's just the beginning, really, because everyone is sovereign, and everyone their soul knows what they want. And so it's a wonderful start to kind of go down that path.
Yeah, and it also has supported things like in physical aspects, if we put it into other terms like self-regulation, helping with anxiety, helping with sleep, learning, different kinds of learning as well. So, and also channeling, and obviously using the intuition as part of education, because this is really important. Like your chapter, what I really love that you and Karen have both role modeled for education is that light language is a tool that we can access as part of education, that the whole book was channeled through light language, then translated back into English in accordance with your soul team. And so I just wanted to just share that message with everybody, that whilst their chapter is amazing and it's taking on a journey, it's also adding energy into the vortex of education in terms of shifting the paradigm, because here we are in a new paradigm. Well, what are we doing that's new? We're actually going back into what is ancient and being able to reveal those aspects of ourselves to humanity. Yeah. And help our children and help everybody to awaken and share their best gifts from their mind, from their heart, from their soul, from their whole essence. So your tool is really important in accordance with all the other chapters that we've also got that are also sharing about the body, soul, mind, and ascension.
Yes, it's so beautiful, isn't it? How it comes together, and all those aspects of the soul, the body, the mind, all those aspects are coming together, and in such a beautiful way, and really getting to know your soul and just who you are, and sharing your highest gifts for the highest good. And that's for me, that's like the root of it all, the new paradigm, just everyone having the freedom to be able to share their highest gifts for the highest good.
Yes,
of
I
humanity.
agree. Yeah, exactly. If you're already in accordance with your higher self and you're working from that place of sharing the highest gifts, then you're able to create, learn, do, be more for yourself and be more for others, for your children. So it's like it's a step for us, and it's also a step for the children who already have all of this in them already there.
Yes,
But it's
yes.
just sometimes it's
Yeah,
been kind of pushed aside with, I don't know, like trauma, emotions,
yeah,
anxiety, all these kind of things that we've created, which doesn't need to be there
yes.
anymore in this new paradigm, if we could all just awaken to that.
Yeah, it's like that box is blasted open, the box that, people, we tend to put people in, or to children, you need to be within this structure or this structure. It's kind of blasted open, and there's a beautiful freedom there that, is underpinned by love and heart and the highest good. And that's just really exciting to see how that's going to evolve in daily life.
Yeah, 100%. So thank you so much for sharing with us today about your chapter called A Portal of Potential that you co-created with Karen Goodson. And thanks for tuning in today, everybody. Our book is being launched any moment this December. It's called A New Paradigm of Education Rising, and it's here to awaken all of us and ignite all of us to make a shift in education. It's something that 15 of us have written, but it's actually an expression of millions. Like there's millions of people that are all wanting this same vision. So by you listening to this or reading our book, it's activating a wave of energy of change for humanity. So we really thank you for that. And thank you for coming on today, Julie, to share with us about your chapter.
Thank you, Monique. Thank you.
Okay, namaste, everybody.